Greetings, my Rantians. Hope you all are doing well today, and welcome back to another episode of Anno 1800, the modded campaign. I am so thrilled and just excited, all those words put into one, to be standing here right now telling you, at the time of this recording, which is happening on May the 4th, which may the 4th be with you if I didn't see you during the live stream, we're sitting at 2,999 Rantians, one person off from that donation. It'll more likely happen during the course of this particular episode recording. And I've also, at this one, I'm being very honest, I tasked my mother to pay attention to the channel so she can take a screenshot of it if I miss it. So, fingers crossed, it happens during the course of this video. If not, then I will pay attention and I will definitely take a screenshot when indeed we reach that magic number. And I will indeed be making the $50 donation to St. Jude the moment that hits 3,000. It stays 3,000. So, by all means, I will also post a picture for that the moment that I do so. So, I did a little bit of a pre-plan up top there, not too much because it was more so a time-related thing, and I was kind of torn on what to do with the area. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit, but at the same time, I do want it to look nice and, pretty, and it definitely is. I don't want it to look boring at all. But we're also going to be engaging in a very interesting build idea, which is to build another embassy for another nation that's coming in our build soon, and that is an embassy for the Kingdom of Sapin. That is correct, which is going to be a series of builds that are provided to us by none other than our banner designer, Mr. Major, and definitely we will have a lot of fun doing that. Now, as I exit the spinny spin mode, I want you to take a look-see at this whole thing. If you're not dizzy, like I am, what's changed? And no, I'm going to give you a hint. It's not that ship in the harbor. I'll give you a couple seconds. Well, as I'm giving you that couple seconds to figure it out, I'll give you some more hints, because I think that's within the cards here. As you may or may not recall, I have been dealing with these godforsaken nobility of Albahan, trying to come up with like some sort of idea to run this place in the way that, would be benefiting to the Imperium. Not so much when it comes to whatever the hell they were doing before, because clearly their island went to hell. And I can't come up with anything. But you know what? This is when it's really good for me to say it's fantastic having friends in high places. Really, really fun. So I was talking with Jester, of whom is the leader of the Phantom Circus Brigade, of whom are mercenary company that are aligned with the Imperium during this conflict. And I was broached the idea, hey, you know what? Why don't you give them a little trip over to Galecrest Isle? And you know what? I was like, that's a fantastic idea. Fantastic idea, because you know what? Being former pirates, they have the tools necessary to deal with people, okay? 100%. If I can't do it through the bureaucracy, I can do it through, using the many other tools at my disposal. And in this particular situation, the Phantom Circus Brigade definitely gave the best possible proposition. So I haven't heard from those nobles at all. So wink, wink, nudge, nudge at you, Jester. Thank you. Thank you. So that means, and now if you've guessed it, the Imperium has formally annexed Albahan and is now the territory of Imperial Albahan. That means that we are going to need a territorial governor here. And because it is no longer a serene republic, there are certain things that I had to keep in place. There is, in fact, a ruling class, so a republic or council of sorts will indeed be implemented based off of, my own design, because clearly they had no clue what the hell they were doing. So this is where I'm going to be asking my incredible Rantians, if you feel that you are good enough to rule this incredible trade node, which this is a central hub for the border regions going forward, you must have a very savvy mind. You must be prepared to have your own trade corporation and to be able to maintain all of the current trade contracts, as well as ensure Albahan remains a loyal and prosperous member of the Imperium from here on. This did not really blow over too well with a couple of the other city-states that we have in the region, because naturally our goal was never to really formally annex anything over here. But the strategic utility of Albahan in relation to the future Imperium Army Group Center is very, very crucial. And allowing for our goods to come into the region, naturally, everybody in this particular region is benefiting from Imperium restoration efforts. So I think it's well within our rights to do so. Along with that, we do not want a repeat of this island's destruction. Look how much work we put into it. Absolutely not. So we're not going to allow that to happen. We have definitely, I guess the one who's been the most vocal about this has been Prince Lexar of Zandros, but I gave him a little incentive saying that our soldiers will be off of Saint-Cyr relatively soon because we no longer need to have our presence there. We've expanded up until this point. And along with those factories, so naturally, he is quite pleased and is willing to turn that blind eye to this particular matter. Along with making sure that the Duchy of Felmark is also on board with this idea, the Brotherhood of St. Isidore is also hopefully on this idea, because the greater Rantian presence that we have in the region, the more safe and secure this region will be for the long term. That's really the goal. Imperium Army Group Center is still coming, and it will be the focal point for this entire region, but Imperial Albahan is the one that is going to make sure that all of our trade corporations coming in from the New World, Old World, Cape Trelawney, friggin' Imbeza, everywhere else, from all the way in Horai, everywhere can siphon into this particular location and then export it to the border regions that are aligned with Rantium. So, if you feel you're good enough, by all means, feel free to shoot me a message. Please make it known that if you have already a current posting within the Imperium, you will more than likely be rejected because I want to make sure that we include more people. If at the point that no one new comes forward, then I will message you if you've already decided that, hey, yeah, this is definitely somewhere I want to be in. The reason is that while I'm really loving the idea of the New Worlds Customs Union, I do want to give them a little bit of competition. Okay, that we have one trade corporation that's currently active. Now we have a second one here that's based in Imperial Albahan. So you better have a very financially centered mind and capable of expanding to the rate that they have. I knew I was telling you. I especially mentioned the Shadow. You all need some competition. I'm giving you competition now. All right. So what we're gonna do is, oh yeah, I also want to mention I did find a lady that is going to completely cut out our workforce in the region, so we're not going to have to worry about too many people, or actually anybody, working in these mines. So we're going to start building those up, but I also put the World's Fair foundations over here. I figured it made sense, now that this is an official Imperium territory, and this is really what we do, right? This is part of our designs, our tech, our architecture, what have you, our influence, and we're just going to go ahead and build it up right now. Problem is, I'm not sure if I have enough people. That's 500 farmer workforce for it. Well, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I might lose out on some. I think the workers are probably going to be the most taxing out of all this, but I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of the mines started up. I do also have the second heating power plants, which I'm going to build up right now. And we have enough pellets in there, so that'll be, or pallets, excuse me. We have enough pallets in there, so this should start working. I'm also going to get the bank branch built up, and these are all going to be built as well. I'm not sure if I like the position of them. I might end up changing it. But very first thing is, let's go ahead and start this up. And I know we're minus 255 with our worker or farmer workforce, but it's not that big of a deal.
Halt the conveyor!
We need to get the limestone quarry started up right here. And because we have access to the power station, this thing is going to work ridiculously fast. And hopefully we'll get enough in here. It's going to tell us workforce shortage constantly, and this is going to take double the amount of time. But truth be told, I could care less. Really, I could care less. I mean, I could care a little bit. Maybe I should. Yeah, maybe I should. Just a wee bit, not too much. At least get to the point of having like 500 workers, maybe, is probably the right course of action. So I'm going to build as much as I probably can over here without it being too generic over in this corner. There's no warehouse to this one. I have to pre-plan that. Or we'll just probably end up getting rid of every single one of the homes over in this corner in favor of actually getting this mine fully optimized. Yeah, because this one, it has to be for iron. And I guess I'm going to do that for these ones as well, which, did I go ahead and put down... Hold on. Let me go ahead and get these things built up first and foremost. To get the... Oh, so there is one over here. Okay, so I don't need to worry about it too much. All right. Let's get iron for all of these ones. Another iron for you. Same for you. I'm gonna do individual clicks with all these. Iron mine starting up, because remember, this is going to require us to have both iron and wool. Now, as far as the wool requirement to get in here, what I'm thinking about and what I have to talk to Prince Lexar about is potentially, seeing as how he's good with all the horses and whatnot for the entire region, what if he were to start doing the same when it comes to wool? Because we're going to need it over there in abundance. And if he wants to make some money, I think it really is important. We're going to be giving him the money, as well as we have an agreement already with New World's Customs Union for the particular goods necessary for these factories to start working anyway, so we're going to be honoring that absolutely. And I think what I would like to do right now is I'd like to get this whole side built up. So first things first, I'm building up the Senate. And then I'm going to build up these homes and these homes, along with the Members Club and the Variety Theater. So that way they have all of the stuff that they want, and we're going to get some more investors in here, because we're actually getting rather close to the Triumphal Arc, which I really want to see what this thing looks like. If I could get to it today, that would be absolutely ideal. But trying to figure out how this is going to look is really weighing heavy on me. Because I initially put this bit of the paving up to there, but at the same time, I don't like it. It's in a weird spot. So I might consider something like this, making a nice bit like a... perhaps maybe like an amusement park or something. I don't know if I can do it, but I'll try. I'll see what I can do with it. But I'm going to put paving around the entirety of it. The only spot that's not going to have paving is right here, because it does need the electricity in order to function. And you should have enough in there, right? There's 117 available, and one of those particular plants can work for 2 factories, 2 of these power plants, because it's 2-minute processing time for 1 minute actually producing the good necessary. So that's fine. How much do we have in here already? Oh, the cement is already going in there. So you know what? Seeing as I can change these, get a second one going. Second limestone quarry. That would be really fantastic. Thank you so much. I think with regards to, you know, banners and whatnot's important. But I don't like where this road is either. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of it. We don't need it here. I'm going to put paving down. But, like, right here... we're going to put down the Imperial Albahan banner, primarily now. Banner. And it works, because... and this is more foresight on Mr. Major for coming up with this design, because it is exactly what the colors of the Imperium's banner is, to begin with. So, I don't know. The man knows how to read my mind, 100%. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. So we have those 2 banners over here, so working in tandem. I think what we'll have to do is completely disregard the canal up here, because I just don't think it would make a hell of a lot of sense. I can try it and see what happens, but I don't think so. No, I think I'll leave this spot without canals and whatnot, because I do have the road that can go from here down into here, which that'll be fine. I don't mind. Probably build like some stuff over here as far as like some mansions. Like we can probably put another Old Town mansion set over here. That will look rather nice. Get that one positioned there. We can have like maybe 2 or 3. I don't typically use this one, so let's put that down. And
Production has stopped.
No, it sure has not. It's just because they don't have resources in there. We haven't used this one either, so let's use that one. Get that here, get that here, get that here. Nice. Okay, and then we're going to have the fenced up areas, like we did with the previous. Yeah, I think I like doing this a little bit more than... maybe not there. This one's kind of in a weird spot, so I'll probably just put fencing with these 2.
Workforce shortage.
Hell, he's going to do this all the time now, isn't he? You know what? Get rid of this one. It's just not doing it for me. And then I'll bring this to here, and then up here and to here. No easy way to separate these 2, but seeing as how this one has a little bit more room, you know what? We're going to split the land like this. Yeah, there we go. A little bit for each side. Kind of does look a little bit weird, doesn't it? I should have put it like one further, but then I want to mess with the canals. No. No. I guess that works fine. That works just fine. And we're going to have some banners in here too. You know what? I haven't used our actual Regal standard at all. Banner. So I'll put those two down over here. I've just been enamored with all of these. And then I don't typically use the other Imperium banner much, so I would like to do that now. Banner. And this is the green variation, so it works very well with this. We had 92 farmer workforce still, even with this. And then later on, probably upgrading them all to workers will probably do us a lot of good.
Whatever you do, Master, keep doing it.
Okay, I will. What do you need in here? Do you have soap? Do we have soap here? No, we don't have soap here. We have vegetables. We can give them some vegetables. Just don't have anything else that would give them, like, a population boost. But they get up to 20, right? Yeah, 20. And these guys are at 13, so that's still have some room. Yeah, we still have some room to grow here. I think that'll sort itself in a minute. So I'm not really particularly worried about that at all. But what we can do here is... Oh, I have the victory arches now. Oh, this is sick. Here's something I used to do in the expert campaign. I used to put them on, like, these spots right on bridges. So I think I'm going to do that, too. Only problem is really trying to get the resources in order to make them. So the limestone's fine. The brass, that might pose a little bit of an issue. And the gold. The gold is definitely going to be the most difficult one to get in at this point. But that's something I used to do with the expert campaign a whole bunch. And now that we've annexed this place, we might as well continue that on. I'll get these ones also removed. I won't get the one in front. But I'll get this one here. Yeah. And I do want to start building some bridges. Up to here, and then we'll stop the cypress trees because we're gonna do a little bit of work right over here along this boardwalk, right behind these mansions. Gonna even have them be the same spot, right? So they're both like on behalf of the Imperium regardless. Yeah, I guess that works. I'm putting down freaking gazebo plazas, damn it. I constantly say I have to and I don't. And then where are the other ones? I want the other gazebo. I want that gazebo in here, and then I'm gonna put a garden right here, right next to it. Excellent. Put a little memorial statue right over there. Love to see it.
Then she popped the little fondant in her
And
mouth.
then the fall aspen. Tree. Purple tree. Perfect. Awesome. That's good. Can't even be minimalistic, and it looks nice. I like it. Where the hell are the paving streets? Always here, and I forget. What are we gonna put in the front here? Oh, you know what we can do? Hold on. Where are they at, though? I forgot where they're at, though.
Nary the decency to tip his hat.
Trying to look for... Oh, no. I think I know where it is. I think I know where it is, potentially. No, not there. There it is. Telephone box. Acts as a little guardhouse, which is cool. And I think I'm going to put a little stone flower pot right over there. Looking pretty cool. I don't know about these spots, really. It's just a little bit of TLC that's needed from time to time right over here. These guys should be working really hard. Yeah, they are. How much do we have in here? So we have the timber already in there, and we have 52 out of 300 for the cement requirement, so that's not bad. I'm liking that for sure. I think this is the next spot that we should be working on. Gazebo plaza right there. Nice, love to see it. And where's my morning bread? It's this one. Morning bread. Hell yeah. Morning bread right over there.
4 guests in total, excluding ourselves.
What can we put in the middle? Really fantastic. Well, we can't fit that. That's for damn sure. You know what? I use that a lot. Oh, this one. I don't use this one a hell of a lot. Let's put that one down. And then we could probably put like cypress trees like this. No. I need to make it intricate. I need to make it look good. You know what? Put a newspaper stand like right here. And then some seating arrangements. Looking good. And then temperate grove around it. That's pretty. I like that a lot. And then as far as the grounds for the palace right over here, we will be beautifying this quite a bit. We're actually going to be working on this side primarily so we can get the Kingdom of Sapin's embassy built up. So I think the only way to do that is just to go and wait until midday so we can actually see what the hell we're doing. It hits different knowing that
Production
this...
has stopped.
Thanks, buddy. It hits different knowing that this island is now officially Imperium territory. I had been eyeballing it for quite some time, regardless of the diplomatic implications that may have potentially followed. Now, what we're going to be doing is building the embassy for the Kingdom of Sapin. And what the idea behind this is, and I've received permission from Mr. Major to unveil their epic banner, right? Insanely epic banner. What this is all going to be about is really steampunk oriented. At least that's what I'm getting from it. Now, Mr. Major will probably correct me if I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm not wrong, because if I am, then that would be very embarrassing. But I want to believe that we will indeed be having a lot of steampunk-related vibes, okay? Reason for this is, let's just go and look at their banners first and foremost, right? There's a bunch. Kingdom of Sapin banner right over here, then the Kingdom of Sapin banner, the fish version, the shield variant, and then the steampunk banner, following that with Belfort. Belfort is a island that was gifted to us in restoration efforts, allowing us to actually get there, right? So this is our, I guess, how would you say, our collateral? No, our gift from them. So let's start off by looking at the official Kingdom of Sapin banner. Look at that. It's awesome. And we're going to zoom in on it. We're going to go to first person so we can see that. Then we have the fish banner. And all these are based off of islands that have already been predetermined by Mr. Major. So they will be worked on naturally as we progress. So you can see how the coat of arms for the Kingdom of Sapin is owning this particular location, right? It's kind of giving me Nilfgaard vibes from Witcher. And honestly, and Mr. Major, I know you're going to be watching this, that's a lot like this design here on what I was thinking for other held territories of the Imperium. So for example, like, how can I do this properly? So New Albion doesn't fall under our purview, but I guess now for, like, for example, for Albahan, this is their old flag, for example, like having the Imperium's R on top of it, and then like kind of condensing the rest of them underneath. Or I guess like for Albahan, it's really a bad example because I mean we have this one and that really it showcases what it is now. But that's just one idea. This one that you had with this banner is exactly what I was thinking for Imperium held territories. So like for example, New World Customs Union banner, even though it is their own thing, it's still under purview of the Imperium. So having like the Imperium R over on top of it, if they will allow it naturally, would be kind of cool because it's technically it's part of the Imperium regardless. That's the only example I can give right now. Let's look at the other ones. So we have the banner with the shield, really awesome. Then there is the steampunk one, which is my personal favorite. I love this steampunk one. And then the one for the Belfort, which is right over here. It is beautiful. Completely different from the rest of these, but it falls in line with the Imperium's banner design. That's what's really, really good. And you guys really need to be given... I know you guys are. You all are incredible. But give Mr. Major a lot of love for taking the time to make these. And, like, really, I'm this dude right now. I am 100% this dude. This is just one member of our incredible community being so amazing, coming up with these incredible ideas, taking the time to make these designs, and then naturally to Mr. Robert, of course, for taking the time to learn how to mod these things into the game. That's just really incredible. Really, really incredible. I love this. So let's get to work on this particular embassy. Now, coming up with the walls first, we are going to be making it a little bit different than the way that we normally do. And we're going to be using the covered city walls for this one because we can make the edges curved. If I can make that little example right now. So we have something like this. We don't typically use this covered design. So that's what I want to try to do. And I'm trying to look over here in the way that he's explained it for me. And I believe the paving and the roads go straight through. So let's try to figure this out. Let's get the wall first going. And I would like to start the front too, because the front is going to be really important to build up. I wish it would work with me here. Thank you. It may not be exactly the way that, you know, we wanted it, or the way that the picture here is showing it, but we will still do our best as we normally do. You know what? I might do a little bit of a fixer-rooney with this one. I personally like it when the main entrance is indented like this. So let me fix up this little spot, and then we're going to fix up here. And we'll make the edges curved. See those warriors from Hammerfell? They have curved swords. Curved swords. Yeah, I had to do it. I haven't purchased Oblivion Remastered yet. I'm still on the fence about it, truth be told. Then I'm going to get the pavement to go through here. And I'm going to legitimately copy this, and I'm going to put it down right over here so we have the double entrance going into the embassy spot. Now, I would like to also copy all of this. Hopefully it'll work with me here. And put it right here. Is that equal? It might be. I think it's good, right? Seems like it's a little bit large over on this side. Let me see. I'll take it from this spot over to here. So now that'll rectify the situation. There we go. That's perfect now. All right, now we are going to extend the roads going a little bit further forward. And right smack dab in the front, we got the banners. Like, right here. So the official Kingdom of Sapin banner is going to... I think we should also put them on the outside. Banner, banner. Oh, crap. Banner, banner. Do we want it to be this way or the other way? I think because of the walls that we're using, it should be the cobbled streets. Yeah. That's going to be the first one. And then I'm trying to see what these ones are. Those are straight fencing? I'm not sure. I might have to revisit this, but I'm going to put down the Kingdom of Sapin's official banner right over here. Banner. Banner. And there seems to be a break in between, so banner. Banner. And I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to put it on the other side as well, because it is indeed equal on both sides. And there seems to be, like, grass and trees and all that stuff in the middle. It really is supposed to look more on the steampunk side of things. So
Production has stopped.
has it? Why? Oh, well, I don't care about that. How far along is it? Oh, it's actually pretty decent. Okay, that's news to me. I actually thought it was going to be a lot slower. And then over here, we're going to get some of the paving, and I'm seeing it start from right behind the banners themselves. And we'll extend it a little bit further out this way and this way. It might be... I think the actual design is meant to be smaller, but I like to elaborate on certain things a little bit more than I probably should. But we'll figure it out in due time. Let's extend it to, like, back here, because this is where the line should be, I guess. And we're going to do the same with this one, and we're going to link it up. Now, these ones in the far back... we'll have to work on those, but I am going to be implementing the steampunk stuff over here, so it might be a little bit too large. Hold on. Let's go over to the steampunk pack, because we're going to be utilizing the steampunk spas. I've been saying steampunk a lot. I think I might have to extend the radius a little, or fix up the canal. I can do that. Here, I think that's probably a little bit better of an idea. Let me get rid of, like, that much, because I think we're gonna have to extend this a little bit further. What the hell is wrong with my goddamn mouse? There we go. Over there. That's gonna make a world of difference right there, honestly. And then this one being right here along the road, which I kind of want to extend out just maybe by 2 tiles itself. Yeah, I think that's good. The spa has to be in the middle here, and the second spa is going to be right over here. Oh, you can hear it already. God bless. All right, and then Going back over to our banners, we're going to have the official banner. I think this one makes sense to have the paving underneath, right? Banner, banner. And I'm trying to see, like, these seem to be roads and such going through here. So I'm going to do this, and naturally, I believe I'll be corrected if I'm wrong on all these. And I will fix it, because that's just the type of person I am. I don't want it to be a bad design. So sitting arrangements around here, and then we're going to have a fountain right in the center. The fountain, oh, that might be a little bit problematic. Let's see. Can I position it properly? I can. Hello. Nice. If only I could put the other one from High Life. That's personally my favorite, but we'll have to see. I'm trying to look at these ones. So the street clocks and steelwork fencing, where are those going towards? Aha, steelwork fencing is going on the other sides of these roads over here. I'm completely lost. Where is it? Is it the steelwork fencing, or are we talking the one for Eldridge? I think it might be, because I don't have anything through here. I'd have the steam pipes, but that is definitely not what the plan is. Those are the Gothic fencing. I think I'm just going to play it safe here for transparency's sake and just put down this one. So we'll have it brought all the way up to there, and we'll have this one brought all the way up to here. And then straight fencing, that's what we just put down. Now we're going to have to do a little bit of a box technique. Like so over here. The same over on this side. Looking pretty good. And we're going to have some trees and such in here. Make it look really ridiculously nice. Along with getting the wall fixed around it. So I'm going to put the wall as much as possible. And of course, it's going to give me a freaking tower out of nowhere. Mounted there. Looking good. Oh, it gave me 2 towers. Not Lord of the Rings. Put that there. Actually, you know what? Little bit of a tangent. Shocker. Lord of the Rings universe, that's the only universe, really, that I do not sympathize with any of the evil characters. I would never, ever, ever want to be a part of any evil faction in Lord of the Rings. Not the Haradrim, not Rune, not at all. Definitely none pertaining to Sauron, absolutely not. Or Melkor before him. Oh, sorry, Morgoth, whichever one you prefer to call him as. And I definitely would not even side with Saruman. No. I like the way that I look. Honestly, I would probably be a Knight of Dol Amroth. Because obviously the kingdom, or High Kingdom of Arnor is no longer a thing. If that was a thing, then I would be part of Arnor. Specifically, if it was a successor kingdom, I would be part of Arthedain, because Arthedain is badass. 100%. Okay, what the heck is in the middle here? That is a clock? Is that the clock? I'm trying to find... Yeah, I think that's the clock over here, right in the dead center. Where is the pedestrian zone? No, it's over here. So I need this clock to be positioned right here in the middle. And we need to also have some seating arrangements. So we'll have one be right over here, right over here, right over here, right over here. Cool. And steampunk tiles, where are those? Steampunk tiles in the middle, we can't do that one. For columns and such, I guess that's really... I can put it in the middle and we can see how that works. Or...
Production has stopped.
Hypothetically, what were to happen if I were to just completely change out the white tiling for the steampunk one? I'm kind of curious. Let's figure this out. I'm not entirely certain if this indeed would work, but we can try it out and hope for the best. That can work there. That can work over to there. That kind of, it makes it look a little bit nicer in my humble opinion, but naturally, Mr. Major will tell me when the time comes and when they've seen this particular video. You know what? Either the white one would work or potentially even this one. Let me see what this side. Sorry, I'm being a little indecisive here. I want to make sure that I do the best job possible. You know what? I have a feeling this one would be a little bit more pleasing. We can... Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of these ones. I like the celestial tiles the most here. Get that position over here. We'll have to have one in the middle, one in the middle. And then we're gonna have a seating arrangement. Is that what that is? Yeah, it's a sitting area. So we'll have the sitting area be there and there, here and here. And then the trees. I remember this was mentioned. Let me just do a quick little look-see. Here, the purple trees. The purple trees is the one we're having here. Absolutely. Purple tree, purple tree, purple tree, purple tree, purple tree. Nice. Oh, that looks so awesome. Okay, back over to the design. That's important to stick to. Fountain, column, steampunk tiles, and clock. We need to put a building or something in here, I would imagine. The buildings themselves, it could actually be the one in the very middle, isn't it? Not sure where the fountain is going towards. I'm trying to look at the map. So I'm going to do a shot in the dark type idea. I'm going to have a... No, I don't want this one. I'd like to get this one, the Old Town Mansion, but I want it to look the best for this location. That's not bad. That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. That could work. Okay, I think I'm leaning more towards the blue. Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards this one. So we'll have this one be the head office location. So I will get rid of this one in the front. We can have this connected up like so. And then in the back, I can go ahead and put the fountain down. I think that would work. We'll have to have a smaller type fountain, or we'll see what the other blueprints show us. It's not anywhere specified banner, or what is it? That can't be put down, so we'll figure it out. Probably have the trees around it. I like the celestial tiling, for sure. It is working out rather nice. Get some more of the purple trees. We'll put one right over here, one over here, and like one over here. And then...
People celebrate your leadership.
Hey, nice. Delta's doing an awesome job, as he always does. Head back over here to the steampunk. And like fill this out entirely. Interesting startup, because we need to have some sort of building in here.
A little bit dated.
We are probably going to have a... power station kind of close. Maybe we can, for temporary purposes, until I really position and plan out this side a little bit better, let's have one positioned right here. And is there a warehouse close by that you can get it from? No, there is not. We have to do this quickly. We don't want a diplomatic incident in our hands. Thank you very much. Have a great day. We'll put that right in front. And now I think there's going to be a whole bunch of grass around, right? That's what I'm assuming. I kind of want to see. Hold on. What does Steampunk Pack offer apart from the rest of this? So we do have the bath there. We also have the Celestial Fountain. Ooh. It's not exactly even, but we can put it down on the sides. Yeah. So here, let's get rid of this tree, and let's get rid of these tiles and these tiles. That way we can at least get some fountains in here. That's looking rather nice over in the corners. Okay. And I think the rest of it is meant to just be
Production
grass.
has stopped.
Are you going to say that every 5 seconds, dude? I know production has stopped. Clearly, they don't have enough in there. They're working on it. Give them a hot second.
The people celebrate your leadership.
And there's a hot second. Let's see how this looks with just grass around it. Because I want to imagine... There's more stuff in the design, but I want clarification on them before I actually do anything. That's rather pretty. Very prestigious, I must say. Loving the banners. I think we'll have them face the same direction. That's really nice. Very tranquil. I'll get rid of this one. And I think another banner right in the front would make a lot of sense. Banner. Really, really cool. So seeing as how we have their banner over here, I think it would be important to also have Imperial Albahan's banners right next to it. Banner, 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 and banner. And in the very front, I'm not sure what we can do, because I don't want to block them off. We can probably just go over to the Old Town pack, and the Banner of the Roses, I don't want to block it off. If I were just put this in front, I think that works. Oh, no, 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 no. I know what to do. I know what to do. I know what to do. Right the heck now. Those can work. Yep. Those can work absolutely. Now, I want to put down some towers, because the towers are going to be important here. And the cool thing is, I don't normally use the round or covered tiles for these particular walls. I've never been a personal big fan of them, but I figured because we are doing an embassy of sorts, it needs to be different than our normal castrum type builds. So I want to get some of the round towers built up. And put this one right here. That'll look nice. So that's already a very nice looking entrance. It brings in the medieval aspect plus the steampunk vibe, so we're getting a little bit of both. And if anybody knows if there is a steampunk mod pack that offers in a whole bunch of awesome mods for more steampunk type ornaments and such, please let me know, because I would very, very much like to get that involved in our playthrough. Get this one situated over here, following this line right over to here. This is going to be the next tower location. And then right here, that's also going to be the next tower location. Cool. So I think there's supposed to be more steampunk type stuff over here. So I think coming from this little section in the middle, going to be going all the way over to here for the most part. And I'm trying to see exactly what it is with the lines. I don't really see it quite yet, but we're going to pre-plan this. So in the next episode, when I get confirmation, I'll be able to build it effectively. We'll have that over to here, and we're going to replicate the same over on the other side. Looking good, looking good. Awesome. And we'll have to see what those sides are all about. I do want to try to add some more trees and such in here, if it's possible. So maybe this is more like artistic. Or you know what? There should be a really nice fountain in the front, being honest. Get the fountain plaza. Change that up to the darker shade. Very nice. That looks really cool. Okay, I'm going to get rid of little spots in the grass. Maybe like one or two here as well. And then heading over to this pack, we're going to get the purple trees and put them all in these little cracks. I guess what I should have done, if I have a functioning brain, is to make them darker shades so they all work already. See? That's great. Don't be like me. Use your brain. Or have coffee before you record. If you are recording. If you are that person. If you have a channel and I don't know about it, you need to tell me so I can subscribe to you and follow you like how you follow me. This is really pretty. I do hope that this is following in line with how you wanted it, for sure. I think,
Production has stopped.
Let's see what I can put in the middle here. I want to try something. What the hell? New buildings have been unlocked? Where? What'd I do? We legitimately get enough people for more stuff to be unlocked here? Oh, hello. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's awesome. Is that the only design for it? I don't know where to put that now. But what is this one? Old Town Hall. Wow. Okay. That's pretty cool. This is intriguing to me. I don't know if it's going to work here. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work with our... Well, it does have the globe on the top, doesn't it? I need to think about that one.
Here it is. Tag
I need to really think about that one. Okay, what else is it missing? Yeah, members club and bank. Those are pretty important, so we should definitely get those positioned out here as well. Not in investors, they are in this one, a bank branch. I'm kind of keen on getting the big boy built up. Yeah, so I'm going to do this one. I'll put it right back here. It's going to kind of interfere with the palace, right, in it? Well, it won't be too bad, I think. I really want to put it down, but it would interfere. Yeah, a bank branch is probably what we're going to have to do. So we'll put a bank branch right in the front. And then how's this thing looking? 4 minutes until it's done, right? There's just waiting on a little bit more cement to be in there, and then they'll get to work and we'll get that phase all sorted. And then we'll upgrade as many of those workers or farmers as we can to workers for the next step. And that'll be kind of cool. So this altogether, it looks really awesome. I think there are some additional spaces like back here that we can potentially use more of the... What's this? Huh? What you mean? What the heck is this? What am I looking at right now? What? What? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You did not just do this to me. All the subject of streets. No way. Absolutely not. These are streets. They're all streets. Hacienda streets. Noble Street. What the? Oh, okay. Okay, what are you? A wild swan. Where that, though? Where the swan at? Oh, swan! I was legitimately saying that would be a Knight of Dol Amroth, then we found swans, but I can't keep them here. What are these ones? Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I feel it reflects the times.
No, I hate comes to... Oh, man. The Great Unwashed. Scarcity of soap in Imperial Albahan due to shameful mismanagement leaves locals smelling appalling. The mere smidge of lavender and camphor would be enough for us to unclasp the clothes pegs from our buses. Okay, you know what, dude? You are just a absolute moron.
It took minimal revision.
A reprieve from the violence. Yeah, we are in a time of ceasefire, so...
Anything else? Then I'll send it out.
Absolutely, send it out and leave me the hell alone. Okay, I'm going to fix this spot up. So it's completely surrounding here. And then we're probably going to have to put some more homes along the canal here, which I think we'll be able to do. Get a road built up into here from now and see what we can do with this spot. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I have missed. I'm not sure. I have not definitely looked at the tourist stuff. Shopping Promenade, Rockefeller's Dream. So yeah, these ones are stuff that I haven't engaged in quite yet because we don't have the number of investors here that we need. I'm trying to see what other one of their needs I can potentially give them at this point. The chocolate... Oh, so wine is definitely possible. Wine I can give them. They're only going to get 2 in there. Ah, Spectacles. Spectacles is probably going to be the most important one here. Yeah, that's probably something I will work on as quickly as possible to build up. Okay, investor homes. I don't want to put these ones over here. I want to put these guys for sure.
Production
Old Town Mansions. We can probably connect these guys up to make it look nice, right? I see the problem. Okay, hold on. This area is going to be a little bit funky, so bear with me here. The road has to go from here to here. Okay, not these guys right over here. We're going to put Old Town Mansions. One right here. It's going to be the best way I can possibly try to do this. And the same fencing and whatnot that we do over here, we're going to try to replicate over here. So let's get this all sorted. Bring it to like here and then connect that up. So we'll have little spots like these. Now, I don't want to copy the same building, but I guess the we're gonna have to leave a little break in between, otherwise it's gonna clip together. So that's another one. That's epic pre-planning, but they're not going to be farmer homes. That is the interest for that one. You know, I haven't put this one down. Let's put this one down. Very pretty. Very pretty indeed. And getting some ornaments and such in here is definitely going to be important. What can we put? What's different? I haven't put... Well, I have put those down. I haven't put the memorial gardens down. So I'll put one there. And then... Trying to see. A statue... I'll put two of these guys down over here. That's nice. Ah, gazebo. Gazebo, 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 gazebo. 100%. And then a garden for city right over there. And then we'll fill it out with the temperate grove on this guy. On this one. And then on this one. Very nice. Okay, that's pretty cool. And in between, we can have the paving go straight through. That'll look very nice. And then we're going to put back the... Aha, hold on. I did not put banners over here. That is really, really important. Where is Imperial Albahan? There we go. Banner. Banner. And then we're going to have to put down a whole bunch of the cypress trees, because that is really freaking important. All the way down here. Make sure it looks equal and even. And hopefully I'll be able to get some bridges across, which I do want to try to simulate that as much as possible. Oh, geez, that was my phone. I'm sorry. Put that away. Get this over to here, this here, and this down here. Love to see it. All right, I think another good spot for a bridge will probably be like back here, somewhat. Yeah, maybe from here to here. Let's go over to pedestrian zone and put this down, because it's not really like going into the wall, but it is close. And we need to make sure our people get over to the sanatorium itself, right? Oh, that's the third one. I need to probably build a second one of these particular factories, which it wasn't necessarily in... Let me snag this and probably put it somewhere else. It's really the fire station that's causing the problem, so yeah, I totally did just delete that, and I will rebuild it. Right over here. Hold on. There we go. Fire station. Problem solved. Now I'll have to get... Hopefully this will fit over here. Nice, it will.
I had better leave it to set.
Yeah, that'll probably be a good idea. So now we have two of those
4
active.
hours in a row. Time to stretch your legs.
This is also because I'm coming after the live stream, so that's why he's telling me that. That is exactly why he's telling me that. Okay, now we are going to wait until, stretch our legs just a little bit, wait till the end of the day, just gonna put all this stuff together. Beautiful mode, all together. So let me go ahead and upgrade this one and see what the next step is. We need 1,000 workers? Yikes, okay, well that's gonna suck. We have 519 farmers right now, and we can go ahead and upgrade them. I don't necessarily need them all here, and hopefully we'll get relatively close to the amount
Got
that's
a
required.
lovely bit of stuff coming in.
Yeah, so that's why. The soap, for sure. I thought he was joking, but I don't even have any of that here. What's some stuff that I could potentially give them? Nothing really. They're just happy as is. And what are they missing here?
Sweet as honey.
They're missing the cemetery. What the hell? I didn't build a cemetery here at all? Huh. I might have to. I should probably do. Where's the small one? I think I passed it. I think it's actually over here.
People celebrate your leadership.
Nice. Let's put this cemetery right over here. And then I'm going to get a paved street to connect this up, because I need these guys to also upgrade to workers as fast as possible. Not sure why the value is going down. They're moving out, so it gets to 18. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, I can definitely bring in the foodstuffs that they need. That's not a big deal. And 445, like, they can start working right now, honestly. That brings up to 500. We're half of the workforce necessary for it, but I think that'll be just fine. Get that started. It'll tell me workforce shortage, like, no tomorrow, but do I care? Probably not. Oh, I should get a bridge going into here, but then that's going to mess with these stalls, isn't it? Well, this one I don't care about. And I will build a bridge right over here, because that'll look pretty cool. Nice. So let's get some more of the cypress trees put down. I won't put one over there.
My basket is going over.
Try to get this one here, that there, this here, that there. Looking good. Good all together. Nice. And build out to there. Looking very prestigious and very proper. I do like it indeed. I did wish I could work more on this side today, but I'm still really trying to wrap my head around what to do with the front here. I think, I guess the very first thing I can do is put down morning bread. We can have like a little bit of shops and such over here, right? Well, those aren't really shops, those are just more so for food-related items. But we can do that.
And it's still light up above.
Let's turn that around. And I can put the occasional... No, please don't delete the World's Fair. I would very much appreciate it. Maybe I tilt the camera in this direction so I don't freak all of us out. We can do something like that, and then we can put, like, trees and such around the rest. Okay. Maybe... I guess over here, go right over here and put down banner. Looking pretty good. Yeah, the Victory Arch is definitely superior to the Old Town Pack one. I hate to say it, but I love both packs for sure, but this is far more superior in my mind. I'll probably be defaulting to that a lot more than the other one. I guess, you know, you can never have enough morning bread, but maybe we can have like a little playground for kids and whatnot. That is ginormous. I didn't think it was going to be that large, but we can put it over here. It's next to a mine. Well, builds character. Put some seating arrangements down over here. I'm going to fix up this little spot. And I think we need to put down some trees. So we're going to end it off with a little bit of beautification, even though we've been doing a whole bunch today anyway. Tree. Along here, yeah, I can really need to fix up this spot. I probably will by the time you guys come back. Down some purple trees. Looking good. We could probably even have some more seating arrangements out here, honestly. Looking pretty cool. At least it's making it come together a little bit more so I can wrap my head around it. I'm gonna like put this tree here and that one here. Oh, wait a minute. Can I put this really cool tree over in here? Nice, I can. So it's from Eat and Burning, if you guys are curious. You have to go through the entire scenario in order to get it. So be prepared to rage a lot, because that's definitely one of the most rage-inducing scenarios of this entire game. At least it is for me. It's more so because the timers are awkward, and especially like the whole fish production is garbage. I'd be real. Straight up garbage. Okay, we're on here. Banner. Banner. Give me some of this. Nice. Okay, you know what? I'll get the old banner. I'll put it here. I like both. I'm trying to stick with the roleplay vibe, absolutely. But I have to say, I love both banners. So remember who they always are and what they are now going to be, pretty much. That's the way that I'm going about it. Oh, you know what? In the back here, promenade streets will probably do us really well if I can find the freaking things. There they are. That's pretty. Okay, that works very well in the back here. I should probably get the trees situated. Hopefully I put that right. No, I didn't. Damn it. That in the middle. Now I fixed it. There we go. And this over here, this here. No, don't delete that. No. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why is it doing that to me? No, you gotta be. I hate it. I hate it sometimes. I have to rebuild it now. Outstanding. Outstanding performance. 10 out of 10. That's why you're here. For the random moments and the ranting, the raging, and all that stuff. And me totally deleting a building I wasn't intending to delete in the first place. Where the heck is another one? Right here? The Senate. Build the Senate building again. Jesus Christ. There we go. And get these all positioned again so it looks all nice and fancy. Looking pretty good. I didn't beautify in here at all. I must do this before we call it for the day. Oh, you are 3 tiles deep, my friend. Okay, that's different. That hits different. Where are... That's bench on grass, bench on statue, hedge crossing, statue with walkway. No, these aren't doing it for... That is pretty. I will put this down right there. And like maybe on this one, where's just the hedge crossing? But they wouldn't... Wait.
Workforce shortage.
Oh, great. He's gonna say that all the time now. Actually, you know what? Put this thing in the middle. I have an idea.
Gem of that many carrots.
I have an idea. Might be able to... Keyword being might. I can replicate this on the same side, and we'll have like a really big garden in the middle here. Yeah, I think that can work. And then maybe having like the occasional... No. Don't default to all of those, buddy. Don't default to all of those. Put that one here. Put a gazebo right over here. Trying to really mix it up best I can. And I feel like getting some just regular grass in here, it could work. I don't want temperate grove. I can put the occasional like mature tree down. Yeah, I like that idea. Put the occasional mature tree down. Like so. Let's have a street of paving go through. So it's connecting all of these all the way to the end. And then finish it out with grass. There we go. That looks nice up in there. Alrighty. So we did do a fair amount today. We are like slowly but surely we are seeing the actual territory of Albahan be restored ever more in every single episode with investors. Now with another embassy that we have over here. It looks awesome. We really have to get to work on the Rantian Palace itself at this point because naturally, I mean, we own the island now, so we have to do it. And that's where the residence of our future governor for Imperial Albahan is going to be, along with the trade corporation that follows. So until next time, my friends, thank you so much. Please consider like, commenting, subscribing, hitting that bell button, sharing it with your friends, and I'll catch you in the next episode, my Rantians.